President Biden signs executive order to increase job opportunities for military and veteran spouses, survivors, and caregivers. On June 9, 2023, at Fort Liberty, North Carolina, President Biden signed an executive order that will help create more job and economic opportunities for military and veteran spouses, survivors, and caregivers. This executive order has 20 measures in place to increase employment resources and add to career security for the previously mentioned groups. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden said this executive order is one of the most consequential executive measures the Biden-Harris administration has implemented to support military spouses. The executive order, or EO for short, includes many measures to boost hiring and retention of veteran and military spouses in federal government personnel employment. These measures would also aid in helping spouses get employment in and outside of the federal government. Other measures in this EO include creating marketing initiatives to bring in the various talents, experience, and skills of veteran and military spouses, caregivers, and survivors for different departments and agencies. The executive order also insists on different departments collaborating to pinpoint plans that will remove potential hurdles to obtaining and keeping military and veteran spouses, caregivers, and survivors. These different departments include the Office of Personnel Management, Office of Management and Budget, Secretaries of Defense, Labor, Veterans Affairs, and Homeland Security. This EO has measures to expand the number of available federal job positions to military spouses under the Military Spouse Non-Competitive Appointment Authority. Agencies must open their application pool to people outside of their workforce and consider applications from military and veteran spouses who meet the eligibility requirements. This EO also plans to implement hiring and retaining eligible military spouses for the DETO program. DETO is short for Domestic Employee Telework Overseas Program, and it's a telework remote program for federal employees. It would allow military spouses to have telework and remote employment in the United States while they're deployed overseas with their service member spouses. This EO also plans to strengthen military families' access to childcare, as this would enable the military spouse and service member to seek career opportunities. In addition, it would help increase other ways military spouses can have home-based childcare on military bases. The EO will also put into effect dependent care savings accounts for service members by January 1, 2024. This EO also would increase the amount of resources to assist with retaining military spouses and caregivers in public and private sector positions. These highlights are just some of the many measures this EO entails. To read the original summary of the executive order, it can be found on the official Biden-Harris administration White House website. The Biden-Harris administration published a report called Strengthening America's Military Families. This 32-page report highlights the Biden-Harris administration and federal agencies' commitment to having more clarity with serving the needs of the families of service members and veterans, caregivers, and survivors. Additionally, the report mentions that President Biden's cabinets, which entails all executive agencies, will join the Department of Defense's Military Spouse Employment Partnership. In January 2023, eligible military spouses were allowed to take part in a 12-week paid fellowship program created by the Department of Defense. This paid fellowship program offered employment opportunities in the private sector. Also, in March 2023, Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin III stated that resources will be allocated to increase the financial stability of military families, including increasing eligibility for the Career Advancement Financial Assistance Program for military spouses. President Biden also directed the Secretary of Defense to start the 14th Quadrennial Review of Military Compensation to assess compensation and benefits with a specific focus on the potential challenges of being a military spouse. Some of these challenges may include unemployment, constant movement due to military assignments of service members, access to childcare, and the time spent away from service members, including military couples. The Military Family Network, or MFAN, praised President Biden's executive order for military spouse employment initiatives. In a statement, they said, quote, "Military spouses are diverse, loyal, and talented. However, the realities of military life, specifically frequent moves and difficulty obtaining childcare, present barriers that interfere with spouses reaching their professional potential. This executive order demonstrates the power of leading by example by removing barriers and establishing a solid foundation for workforce readiness and retention. It also allows military spouses to realize their full potential and affords the government the opportunity to gain the immense talent this community brings. More specifically, the Biden administration's robust set of actions will better recognize and support military spouses in their career journey. End quote. President Biden and the Biden-Harris administration continue to show their unwavering support for military service members, veterans, and their spouses and caregivers. This concludes our video. If you have managed to watch it until the end, we thank you. If this video has been helpful to you, liking and sharing this video and subscribing to our channel would mean a lot to us. What that does for us is it gives us an indication that we are building an audience and that we are creating helpful content for our viewers.